This conference will now be recorded.
Uh, Hi all, good morning. So before I start my training, let me introduce myself. My name is Bobby. I have overall 13 plus years of experience. I started my career with ABAP, then I moved to SAP UI5, Fiori, S4 Hana implementation projects, RAP, CAP in BTP, SAP UI5, Fiori, and also I worked on various services in BTP like IoT services, blockchain services, PDMS services, uh, SAP conversational chatbot services, mobility services, uh, APA services, DMS services. There are a lot of n number of services which we worked on BTP, okay, and also currently working. Okay, so that is my experience. I worked on various S4 HANA implementation projects also. So this is my overall experience. So coming to the training from past 7.5 to 8 years, I'm giving training on SAP UI5, Fiori, ABAP ODATA, Fiori Elements, S4 or HANA, in-app and side-by-side extensions, okay, BTP, okay, Node.js, CAPM, okay, RAP, okay. So these are various trainings which I'm giving. So coming to this today's, I'm giving a demo on the RAP. Okay, so that is my experience, real-time experience as well as my training experience. So today agenda, what are the topics which I'll be covering is SAP evolutions from the starting data to till date. What are the evolutions has come in SAP? Okay, that I'm going to cover. ABAP on cloud. Yes, ABAP is there on the cloud. Okay, that is what I'm going to cover. So what is BTP? Okay, it is a cloud, okay, service where SAP is providing, so that I'm going to discuss. And ABAP RESTful application programming model on Fiori called RAP, okay, where we will be discussing about on the RAP. And as for HANA in-app and side-by-side extensions, evolution of the ABAP and SAP Fiori and use case. So these are the total topics which I'll be covering in today's demo. Okay. Okay, so now here, if I look at this one, okay, this is the evolutions. So the journey had begun with the classical programming model, okay, and the time passed, the business started changing, and the market began to evolve with cloud and mobile applications, okay, significantly. Yes, we have started our SAP with the classical. Then again, the time passed, so business started evolving and changing. So SAP has to come out with the normal approach and come to the evolve with the cloud and mobile applications. Okay, significantly in the digital infrastructure. Okay, okay. So when coming to the Fiori, okay, the best recognized practice was ABAP programming model on Fiori. Then later they came up with the concept called continuing the further programming is called RAP. So before RAP has come, it was ABAP programming model on Fiori. Then afterwards, the RAP has come. Okay, so in this diagram what I'm talking about, right? Okay, this is a SAP traveler point. Okay, many tools has arrived from starting date to till date. Several techniques were developed and new concepts emerged in the context of the interfaces, infrastructures and integrations SAP, right? So this picture which I'm showing right now, it is not any priority index for using these technologies. It is just a representation of the arrival of the different techniques. Okay, it is no sequence. I'm not talking about any sequence which first state which come and the second which has come. No, I'm just showing the what are the techniques, okay, which SAP has given to us. Okay, so those techniques I have put it in this diagram. Is it clear? Any questions? Okay, the first is called the file exchange, right? Everyone knows, right? Okay, we used to transfer the data from the SAP to the third party SAP systems. Okay, okay, so what we are used to use a file exchange. Okay, it is one of the oldest technique, okay, where we are transferring the data to the third party system from SAP without any complex codings and configurations. With the help of the FTP and SFTP, a file can be transferred from SAP to any third-party system, right? That is what which we used to do. Then afterwards, with the arrival of PI, okay, the exchange file from SAP, this SAP is sent to the third-party system. Okay, with the arrival of PI, the extracted file from the SAP is sent first to the PI, where mappings, conversations, and encryptions happened. Okay, in this PI. Okay, okay, then this file will be moved to the third-party system. Okay, so the file will be sent in the JSON XML. Everyone knows this one. PI as a middleware, right? So any questions on this point? This is what which is the technique which was there in the which we are using. This is called the classical approach, where using PI, with the help of the PI, we are able to transfer the data, exchange the file data from the SAP system to the non-SAP systems. Any questions on this architecture? No, right? Okay. The next is called the RFCs. Yes, another approach. Okay, this is also comes under the classical model. Okay, okay, and it is a remote functional call. Okay, so RFC interface is used to set up the communication between SAP and non-SAP, and also SAP and between the two SAP systems. Okay, so you can connect to a non-SAP system as well as you can connect to the SAP system. Okay, it runs on the concept of the client and server, right? So what, see, you have a client, like for example, let's assume that you have a Java application which has been developed. Let's assume that, okay, front end, and you have a backend SAP system. So now you will install, you will create one SC37, and you will create a remote function RFC enabled, and you will be calling this RFC function module in the Java. Okay, so here the Java program is called client and the server is called the SAP system. But Java should be capable to take this one. They will be having certain RFC plugins need to be installed in there. So then only you will be able to call it this RFC function model from your SAP system. It can be called. So this we call it as BAPI. Okay, business application programming model. The application, okay, is to, the idea was to expose the, okay, using RFCs. Okay, you can see external system or SAP system to SAP or SAP system to the external system. Okay, using the RFC interface concept, SAP came up with concept called BAPI, which we know. The idea was to expose the biz data to the external system. Yes, we are going to expose our data from the SAP system to the external system. Okay, and a RFC, okay, connection is created in SM59 for sending the connection between the two systems. Okay, so in SM59 we will be creating a RFC, and then we will be using that RFC, and we are going to do it, right? Any questions in this one? This is one of the classical technique which we are using to transfer the data from the SAP to SAP or SAP to non-SAP system. Any questions, guys? Anyone have any questions? Okay, next is called the IDOC. Everyone knows in your project we have used IDOC. Definitely in your project we have used IDOC, right? Okay, so anyone has not used IDOC? I think everyone has used IDOC. Is it right? Everyone used IDOC, right? Okay, so sorry, one second, where is my okay. IDOC? So IDOC is an intermediate document. Okay, and another, it is a classical old approach to transfer the data, okay, from the SAP to SAP or SAP to non-SAP systems. Right, with the help of the IDOC, you can transfer the data from SAP to SAP or SAP to non-SAP systems. The format of the data file consists of, everyone knows, structures, fields with positions, length, okay, header, data segments, status of the records, everything will be there in the this one. Okay, so so a communication via IDOC interface, okay, is a framework provided by SAP called ALE, application linking enable. Okay, so there is a restriction in the of using ALE. If you want to transfer the data from the SAP to non-SAP systems, you should use the communication type as EDI, electronic data interchange. So with the introduction of the, okay, this technology, you are able to transfer the data from the SAP to the non-SAP systems or SAP system to the SAP. This is also another one of the technique. This is called IDOC. Any questions? Okay. Another one is SOAP, called, okay, simple object access control. Okay, so with the SAP NetWeaver version 7.0 in your SAP system, okay, this is a new technology called web services. Absolutely, most of the people are, I think, use web services for communicating and exchanging the data between SAP and SAP and as well as SAP to non-SAP systems. So even till today, okay, if you want to send the huge data from your SAP to non-SAP systems, a SOAP is the best approach. Okay, so you will transfer the data from SOAP to the any integration like PI or CPI. Okay, then from CPI you will be transferring the data, huge data. Okay, so one can say that SOAP is messaging protocol that is supported by version 7.0 onwards with the NetWeaver. Okay, and also it is an internet based technology, and we are going to use HTTP protocol to transfer the data to the client from the server. Okay, and it will be in the form of WSDL, that is called web services description language. Okay, so using this technology, you SOAP service, you will be following the HTTP protocol, and it is internet based, and you can transfer the data from the SAP to non-SAP systems or SAP, okay, easily through with the help of some integration like PA or CPA. Any questions of SOAP? We call it as web services. Anyone have any questions? Is it clear? The next is the one is called this S4 HANA. Okay, yes, the main part, the technology which has come. It is a fourth version of the ERP business suite provided by SAP, which is based on HANA in-memory database. Okay, it is an evolution both in technology and the concepts in SAP. Okay, and it got released on 2015. Okay, over the period, it has proven that no matter how complex or the business requirements or how large the data is, S4 HANA is capable to deal with every problem. It is available in the BTP, okay, as well as on-premises system. Any questions, guys? Okay, S4 HANA follows, okay, a mechanism of code push down, which means complicated data computations happens in the database layer instead of the application layer. Okay, so see, until in the old approach, you will write all the code, everything in the application server, that is called NESI38, whatever maybe the application server. Okay, when you're running that, it is running on the application server, not on the database, so the performance will be issue. So when you come to the S4 HANA, it has come with concept called code push down. Okay, as much as the code, if you write and run it on the top of the database, the performance will be good instead of running on the application layer. So that is the reason S4 HANA is called as code push down approach. Is it clear? Any questions on this point? Anyone have any questions? Okay, okay. So to make the data pool easy for everyone, technical, non-technical, from the DB layer, S4 HANA has introduced the concept of okay code push down approaches. Okay, so there are a lot of concepts SAP has introduced. One of the concept is CDS, code data ABAP CDS use. Okay, which will be running on the top of the database layer, not on the application layer. Okay, then AMDP, ABAP managed data processing, and CDS table functions. Okay, a lot of things has been introduced in S4 HANA. Any questions, guys? Any questions until now? You guys are understanding? Hello? Anyone have any questions? Or is it clear until now?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, thanks. Then it's come, see, I'm not talking about any priority, which has come first, which has second, which has come second or third. So I'm talking about what are the evolutions in the technologies which SAP has brought. I'm just overall giving the picture. Okay, then it's OData. Okay, OData stands for the Open Data Protocol. Okay, as I mentioned in the okay that okay that the ABAP RESTfull application programming model, which is a RAP. Okay, finally we are using that methodology to expose your data from the SAP system to the outside world using OData protocol only. Okay, so RAP is a methodology. Okay, so using that methodology, you are exposing the data to the outside world by following the protocol of OData. OData stands for the open data. Okay, it follows the protocols of the REST protocol. It follows the protocols of the HTTP. Okay, it is internet based. Okay, so OData is open, that can be consumed by any application. You whether you take Java, .NET, Excel sheet, your mobile, anything. If you have a OData URL, it get exposed. Okay, so OData is a protocol, okay, where you are exposing the data from the SAP system to the outside SAP system. Anything. OData is open. If you are exposed to create a OData URL, I can open in my browser, I can open in Excel sheet, I can open in any devices, anywhere. It can be consumed by any applications, programs, software, devices, even non-SAP systems, provided they are connected to SAP via HTTP. So it can pass and construct the XML file. Okay, so that is the reason OData is very popular in the market, where you can consume the data very easily. Yes, any questions, guys? No questions. Then CDS and BOPF. Okay, so as a CDS, it stands for the core data services, which means in the application level, CDS is defined to extract the data from the database layer to present to the application. So whenever you want the data, generally we go to SC38, we develop a program and we'll get the data. Okay, we'll write the collect queries. But if you write the select queries in the on the top of the database, that is called an Eclipse, and run it on the top of the database, so the performance will be very good. So that is the reason we call it as code push down approach, where most, okay, as much as logic, okay, we will be writing in the CDS, not only fetching the data but putting some conditions and also writing the logic as much as possible, and so that that will be running on the top of the database instead of running on the application layer, so the performance will be very good. Okay, so it is to extract the data from the database layer to present to the application. Okay, it is similar to the SQL statements. Okay, so the CDS has come from the SQL. Okay, so you can apply joins, compositions, inner joins. Okay, all the features of the SQL, it can be used. Okay, so the CDS is for to can be developed in the ADT, that is called ABAP development tool, that is called Eclipse. Okay, it is used to get the data from the SQL database layer. Okay, so that is called the CDS. Coming to the BOPF is called Business Object Process Framework. So it is going to deprecate, that is called the RAP has going to replace the BOPF completely. Okay, so BOPF is used for actions. Okay, certain actions. For example, in Fiori app, you are using certain templates and you want to implement certain actions. Okay, while clicking on the button, I need to get data should be downloaded. So those type of things you can use BOPF, Business Object Process Framework. Okay, yeah. Any questions, guys? Anyone have any questions?
So for the CDS, is it introduced along with S4 HANA, or it was released as a later version after OData?
No. It is there from 16.05 as for HANA system onwards.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
16.10 or 16.5 from onwards, CDS ABAP CDS is available. See, okay, ABAP CDS use. I'm talking about specifically ABAP CDS use.
okay, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Any more questions? No questions, right? So next is called RAP. Okay, yes, ABAP RESTful application programming model. The future is RAP. Okay, so okay, where we are going to using this RAP is not. It is a methodology. Okay, it is a methodology, or it is a best practices where used to develop your SAP OData or an API or Fiori app. Okay, so see, before that we have ABAP programming model on Fiori, where CDS, BOPF has come into the picture. But SAP has come out with the best practices, best methodologies, best technologies. Okay, where using that's all combination is called RAP. Okay, using these best methodologies, best approaches, you are exposing your data from the SAP system to the outside world using ODATA or API. Is it clear? So that is called the RAP. Any questions, guys? Any questions until now? Yeah, this is what which we have discussed. Now we will discuss about the evolution of the ABAP. Okay, so now if you look at this one in the down part is called the classical approach, where we have a ECC system. Okay, and that is a business suite, and you have SAP NetWeaver installed in the ECC system, and that is called Oracle DB is there. Okay, now you are upgrading your system to the S4 HANA or S4 HANA cloud in BTP, or in the SAP NetWeaver, it's upgraded to the ABAP layer, and your database is HANA. So if you look at this ABAP layer, all the innovations on the future developments, everything will happen in the ABAP layer. Okay, so all the CDS views, SQL things, everything will be coming in this ABAP layer. Okay, all the innovations are happening in the ABAP layer. Okay, here it means you are building your applications. Okay, using in here itself. Okay, SAP S4 HANA is a standardized approach, and implementation time is very less and it is very faster. Okay, it is SAP HANA is available in the both on premises as well as in BTP. Okay, and also it is a default experience for the end user is SAP Fiori. Is it clear? So finally, what I'm telling, all the innovations, future developments, everything will happen here only. That is called there is a service called ABAP service in BTP, that is called ABAP on cloud, is nothing but RAP. Okay, ABAP on cloud is nothing but called RAP. Okay, ABAP on cloud is nothing but called RAP only. So see, if you look at from the starting S4 HANA on-premises system 1909 onwards, RAP is available. In on-premises also RAP is available. In BTP also RAP is available. So now all the developments, okay, if you do start implementing in the RAP, okay, one day, okay, if your SAP S4 HANA system is greater than or equal to 1909, and all your SC38 report programming, very important point, I have worked on this implementation project. Okay, so all the developments are converted into the RAP. They are in the 1709 system, or okay, and they have want to move to, they are moving into the 2000, okay, 2002 system, okay, or 2003 it is coming. Okay, what they have done, right? Okay, we have done, right? We have converted all the SC38 report programmings, okay, into the RAP methodology. Okay, and also all the integrations which are there in the RAP APIs. Okay, so once, and they have a plan to move to the BTP, that called S4 HANA cloud after few years. So then this SC38 report programs, this iDocs, everything will not be in the cloud. Okay, the cloud, in cloud only be RAP is available. Okay, so now if you start converting everything into the RAP methodologies, RAP APIs, RAP feed apps, so that when you move to BTP, it's ready solution, because RAP is also available in the BTP. So all your projects, if you propose this type of architecture, okay, it will be very, very useful as an architect to your client. If you propose it, they'll be very happy. Is it clear? So because all the future innovations and RAP is available in next 20 years, and all the integrations, innovations, developments, everything if you are done in the RAP, then it is ready solution even in BTP also. Any questions, guys? This point, very important point, which I have worked on S4 HANA implementation, which is what I have done it. Any questions, guys?
Can you just explain it once again? Like, you have converted the entire SC38 programs into the RAP
RAP,
APIs.
yes. RAP,
Okay.
RAP. methodology, RAP programs. Okay, I'll tell you what. See, we know that RAP is available in BTP. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Right. So now even RAP is available in S4 HANA 1909 greater than or equal to 1909 system. Is it clear?
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you develop or instead of developing SC38 report program, if you develop a RAP Fiori apps, okay, and you can whenever you are moving to the BTP, okay, the app is available in BTP, so you do not require to convert because SC38 is not available in BTP.
Okay.
Okay, so if you convert all the things in the wrap, okay, in the down the line, whenever you are moving to the BTP, okay, so no need of again conversion that SC38 because SC38 report program will not be there. GUI only itself will not be there in BTP. There is no GUI in BTP.
Okay.
Okay, so that is one thing. And also your SC38 report programming in GUI can open only in desktop. But if you develop RAP Fiori apps, you can develop that application. Okay, you can see or you can see the application in mobile, tablet, and desktop, all the devices. Okay, and also RAP is providing the user interface is very looking wise very good instead of going
Okay.
for SC38 report programming. Now, RAP is not only Fiori apps, all your iDocs, SFTPs, which you're transferring, okay, everything you can convert into RAP APIs. See, what is the advantage of using RAP? All the projects, okay, everything, if you're converting into the RAP, right, the future is the RAP only. Okay, any questions, guys? Is it clear?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so
clear.
now, yeah, yeah. Now evolution of the ABAP programming model on Fiori. Okay, so now if your SAP system is system is less than or equal to 7.5, you can, as an architect, you can do only classical programming that is called BAPIs, BADIs, user exits. So that's it. But if your system is little bit greater than or equal to 7.5, then we call it as ABAP programming model on Fiori, and we have a CGW, ODATA services, CDS views, and BOPF. Then if your system is 1909 S4 HANA system or in BTP S4 HANA cloud, you have RAP has come into the picture. Instead of the CGW, it will be deprecated and you will have business services. CDS, yes, CDS is there in RAP also. BOPF is getting deprecated. Everything will be behavior definition implementation. All the innovations, your normal projects, everything if you start developing in the RAP, then it is the best approach, best technology and futuristic. Any questions, guys? Okay, no questions. Okay, so now finally, what is RAP? So ABAP RESTful application programming model consists of best concepts, best tools, best frameworks, best languages, best practices, so that they have introduced, so that it will be an efficient way to for the developer to develop the enterprise grade applications. That is called RAP. Any questions? Okay, so what it consists of? It consists of service developments. You can develop Fiori apps. You can develop APIs. Okay, and you can do greenfield implementations and you can do brownfield implementations, and it is available on BTP as well as it is available in on-premises system from 1909 S4 HANA system onwards. Is it clear? Any questions? 1909 S4 HANA system onwards, on-premises system also it is available RAP. Yeah, any questions, guys? Okay, no questions. So now what is the data model in the database layer in the RAP? Okay, how what on what section what we develop under what different there are different sections are there. On different sections what we can develop. Okay, one is called the, of course we have a database, this for S4 HANA database. Okay, and we will be writing the we will be doing the total data modeling in CDS views. Data modeling means what are the tables we are going to fetch the data, what are the fields which we are going to fetch the data. We will be doing the data mapping. Where we will be doing, we'll be doing in CDS views. Okay, and we'll get the data from the database. Then afterwards, we will make as a this CDS view as a root view. Okay, that is called the data definition language. Then it will convert that into the wrap methodology. Okay, then data access control. If you want to restrict the data, okay, based on the user authentications, okay, we can use restrict the data in the CDS views using the data access control. Okay, then metadata extensions. Okay, we are going to use the templates which SAP is providing, because in this training there will be no HTML5, no CSS, no JavaScript, no SAP UI5. Then how the Fiori apps can come? See, if you remember, in SC38 report programming, you're writing all the select queries, you're writing the coding, business logic, you're writing an ABAP, then finally you're putting everything total data in internal table, and that internal table you are passing to a function module like reuse LV grid display, and automatically the report output is coming. In the same way, you will be writing total logic in CDS views, okay, in the behavior definitions, and the total output you will be linked to the template which SAP is provided. SAP has given certain templates, okay, so you like reuse LV grid display. Okay, so like this reuse LV grid display template, okay, you can just bind the data to the template and the data will be displayed. Perfect, fine. Then what is this annotations will do? It will enhance the template according to your requirement, like whether you want to have a selection phase, whether you want to have a columns, whether you want to do validations. Okay, those type of things, if you want to put, whether you want to put buttons, those type of things we'll put it in the metadata extension files. Then behavior definitions, okay, where you will be defining like whether you want any buttons, whether you want to do validations, whether you want to do determinations, all you will put it defined in the behavior definitions. And for this behavior definitions, you will be writing the behavior implementations where it is nothing but oops ABAP code. So finally, it is ABAP code only, but you are following your using RAP methodology. You are bringing the best concepts, best methodologies, best ideas, best tools to develop the Fiori app or APIs. That is called RAP. Any questions, guys? No questions. So now, old approach, we call it as ABAP programming model on Fiori, where we are creating a table. Okay, we are creating a table. Then we are creating an interface view that reads from the table. Okay, we are creating a consumption view that reads from the interface view. We are creating a metadata extension files. Okay, we are going to the CGW or ODATA publish, and we are optionally handling. This is old approach, which is called ABAP programming model on Fiori. Okay, then what is RAP? See, additional steps has come apart from the old approach. Yes, we are going to create a table with old approach ABAP programming model. We are creating interface view that reads from this table which we created. We are creating the consumption view that reads from the interface view. We are creating a metadata extension files. Until that it is same. Now we are converting that CDS view into the wrap business object by keeping the keyword called root, and we are converting into the wrap, and we are creating a behavior definitions, behavior implementations, then service definitions, service binding. Okay, so these are the additional steps we are doing. So we are doing additional steps. We thought I said that we are making that methodology very easy so the developer can develop the application, but we are making that additional steps. So what is the advantage when coming to the ABAP programming model on Fiori? Suppose you have developed your OData services using RAP using V2. Let's assume that you have used a V2 version. Now your client says, hey, I don't want V2, I want V4. Then using RAP, we cannot not required to go to develop from the scratch. Okay, because of this behavior service definitions, you can just create a service binding of based on the another service, same service definition by putting the V2 V4 OData V4 version. No need of developing from the scratch. That is the advantage of using RAP. Suppose you have developed hotel development on V2. Right now your client says, please do not use V2, I want to use, please use data V4. Now instead of developing from the scratch everything, you will just create a service binding by selecting a drop down of V4, and you can develop V4 version. That's it. And if that is one of the advantage. Okay, now your client says that I don't want delete functionality in the delete button in that. Now you can just create one more service definition, service binding, and you can remove the delete functionality. So okay, then you want additional OData V4 services. Okay, and you want to perform certain business logic when certain wheels modified. Everything you can done in RAP very easily. Any questions, guys? Anyone have any questions? You guys are understanding?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so now we will develop a small use case. Okay, so yes, you see here you have a database table. Okay, and let's go and create it in the Beat Cloud. Okay, now I'm going to the Eclipse. Okay, now this one, if you look at this one, where is that? Just a second. Okay, I close it. Let me open the BTP account. I'm logging into the BTP. How to create trial account and everything is part of my training. So there is nothing. Sorry, I'm just logging into the BTP account. Okay, so now here go to the trial. Let's not get into the detail level. Let's understand high level. Okay, just getting it. Okay, service marketplace. In the service marketplace, you have one service called ABAP service. Okay, this one. This is the one which I have added here. How to add and everything is part of my training. As of now, I'm telling this is a BTP, this is the ABAP environment. This instance which is there, see this instance I have added here and I'm opening that only. Okay, so whatever I'm developing here is I'm developing in BTP, that is called cloud. Any questions, guys? Just get a high level only, let's not go to into detail level. So now I'm creating the table, right? So you see you have a table, database table. So generally how we'll create in GUI SC11, you go to the SC11, we create a table. But in BTP you will not have any cloud, sorry, any GUI. So this is how we will create it. And also in on-premises system also you can create. If your system is okay, if you add our SAP GUI instance in the Eclipse, you can create table instead of going to the SC11. Okay, on-premises system that also I'll show in my training. Okay, so now I'm going to the other ABAP repository. So I'll just give database table. Okay, dictionary I'll just give. See, database table. Click next. So I'm giving a name. Okay, this is a training. I'm just copying it. If not, I'll just write it. The database table. Click next. Send a transport request. Finish button. Okay, now same thing you can do in on-premises also. So now you have creating a table. Generally we go to SC11, we are going to create a table, but here, okay, we are going to create a table. You see, data maintenance, delivery maintenance, table category, enhancement category, everything is here, and you will add the fields. Okay, so this training, sorry, demo, I'm just copying pasting it. Let's not go to in detail level. This, see, I'm just activating this one. This is how I'm creating a table. Any questions, guys? Okay, now I have created the table. Perfect. Now I'm going to create a CDS view to get the data from the database table. Of course, there is no data, but I'm just right click on the package, new, other ABAP repository, core data services, see, CDS. Under that, we'll create data definitions. Click next. Okay, I'm creating one CDS view. Click next. Send a transport request. Click next. Define root view entity and finish button. Okay, so now here I'm writing a CDS view to fetch the data from the database table. Okay. So select from, I'm just putting it. Okay, this is the table which you have created. What is the table which you have created? This is the table which you have created. Okay, done. Now this UI annotations is for enhancing the template which SAP is providing. That is what which I have spoke. Annotations, right? This one, this annotations. Okay, so this is what which I'm doing now. Annotations, I'm adding it. Okay, now I'll just activate this one. Okay, and I've given the I have given the root keyword. It means it is a business object. It means wrap business object. Okay, fine. Now I'm going to create a behavior definition for this CDS view. How? So expand this package, core data services, data definitions, right click on this package, sorry, CDS view, and create new behavior definitions. Okay, so there is some issue. Let's close it and open again. It will work. There is some patches need to be installed. That's the thing. Nothing more than that. Any questions, guys? Until now, anyone have any questions?
I have a question.
Yeah, please tell me.
Um, so still, are we going to use the Eclipse? So Eclipse is not deprecated.
No, Eclipse
So
is
where exactly we
as
are
of now
getting
it
the
is not.
space to use?
Go ahead, go ahead.
No, where exactly we are going to
Complete your
write the
question,
CDS
please.
views?
In Eclipse only. We are writing the CDS view in Eclipse only, no? We have written.
But I heard that, like,
You're talking about CDS views, right?
right.
Mhm.
So I mean, like, I have read and I have heard, like, Eclipse is going to be deprecated. So what happens in that case?
What is getting deprecated? Eclipse.
Eclipse, yeah.
No, I didn't understand. You are saying that Eclipse is going to deprecate it. No, no way. I have never listened that Eclipse is getting deprecated. I have listened SAP GUI will get deprecated in future.
No, even Eclipse also.
Eclipse is getting deprecated for SAP UI5. No, 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 no. Eclipse is getting got deprecated for SAP UI5, not for CDS use.
Okay.
Okay, we are using the business web ID as well as we are using the business application studio to develop the Fiori applications. We also you will use, but Eclipse is not deprecated for CDS. It is deprecated for SAP UI5. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Any more questions? Okay. No questions. So core data services. Sorry. Data definitions. Right click. New behavior definitions. See, now it came. I'm using the managed. Okay. Click next. Send a transport request. Click finish button. Okay. So now here we whatever the defining we are defining this all. Okay. So what we are defining it whether you want to create a record, whether you want to delete the record, whether you want to update the record, everything we'll be putting in this definitions. Okay, so behavior definition is the one what we want to define sections we'll be putting into the behavior definitions only. Is it clear? So as of now we don't have any authorizations. I'm just commenting it. Okay, and also I'm just commenting strict as of now. Okay, then I'm just going to activate this one. Come back. Yes, we have done the behavior definition. Okay, in the Fiori app, I want to have an option to create a record. I want to option have it to update the record. I want to have an option to delete the record. Okay, and here we have implementation class. If you want to write any oops ABAP code for writing business logics, validations, verifications, determinations, okay, buttons, when you click on the button, what should happen? Everything will be writing in this class. Okay, as of now I'm not creating anything. Okay, so now for which creating the record, updating the record, deleting the record, for what? For this table which you have created. Okay, so now that is done. Now I'm going to create a service definition. Okay, so again right click on the data definition. Okay, you see you have a service definitions. Okay, now I'll just put this one and I'm creating a service definition. Click next. Means what you are exposing to the outside world, okay, you are going to put it into the service definitions. What I'm exposing, yes, I'm exposing this is a CDS view. Yes, that is what. See, I'm consuming this one. This CDS view I'm consuming in service definitions. Yes, activate this one. Next, business service definition has created under the business service folder. So right click and you will create a service binding. Now here you will decide whether you want to use V2, whether you want to use API, whether you want to use V4, whether you want to use V4 Web API, ODATA. So as of now, we will use V2 UI. Okay, and click next. Okay, and click finish button. So now it is creating a Fiori app of V2. You see V2 version, OData V2 version. Okay, now we'll just activate this one. Okay, then click on publish. So by default, it is linked to the SAP one of the Fiori template called list report object page. Okay, it will open the list report object page template. So publishing it, it will take some time to get published. Yeah, it got published. So now right click, copy Fiori element app. Okay, then just paste it. See, now you can see I'm just clicking on create a button. You can create the record. The create button has come because you have maintained in this here create. That is the reason it has come. Now I'm ending one. Name is test AU10. Amount is something. Currency is USD. Okay, and just clicking on create button. So it got created. Now you go back to the table. This is the table which you have created, right? And you execute this table. 1 second, I'm getting caller. See, data is here. Just a second.
This conference will now be recorded.
Bobby, I think you are talking on mute.
Yeah, sorry, I was talking on mute. So now we see we have a Fiori app and you have seen the data, right? Okay, now you click on go button. You can delete the record also. It will get deleted. You can edit the record also. See, you can edit it. Okay, now your client says, hey, I don't want to use a V2. I want to use V4. Now you won't develop from the scratch. You will just right click on the service definition. Okay, you will just right click on the service definition. Okay, then you create another service binding. Okay, sorry, then Okay, and here you just if you need v4. Okay, okay, here you will use v4. That's it. Okay, not only that, you can select I want to develop an API. Yes, you can select. So instead of going from the scratch, okay, you can just right click on the service definition. You can create one more service binding. That's it, done. You see, I'm activating this one. Now you see v4 OData v4. Okay, then click on publish. Then it is a OData v4. Now future any v6 has come into picture. You just go and right click on the service definition and create service binding with v6. That's it. All the features of v6 will come into the picture. So this is the advantage of using RAP. Is it clear? Understood? You got it? What I'm saying? So that is a RAP is very, very powerful. Okay, okay, where it has bringing best methodologies, best technologies, best tools to develop the enterprise grade applications as well as APIs. Is it clear? Any questions, guys? No questions, right? Let's cap. We're already running out of time. Let's come back. Okay. So now finally, yes, we have developed a Fiori app, right? This is the Fiori app. This is the Fiori app. Okay. So what is Fiori? Fiori, it is not a technology. Then what is it? It is a platform? No, it is not a platform. Then what it is? It is just a user interface. Okay, it is just a guidelines to develop the user interface. What are these guidelines? One of the guidelines is responsive. Whenever you say SAP Fiori application, it should automatically support to the desktop, it should automatically support to the tablet, it should automatically support to the mobile device. Means, okay, let's come back. Okay, this is the one. I'm right clicking, I'm doing inspect. I'm same application, I'm trying to open. Right now it is in desktop, I'm trying to open in the mobile. Okay, you see it got response, so automatically it got response. Okay, just refresh this page. You are opening in the iPhone SE. This is how it looks when you open in the iPhone SE. This is how it looks. See, you click on go button, so it is response, so automatically it is coming. See, now you want to open in the what you can say iPad. Let's take iPad. See, it is got response. So refresh it, it get response. You can see. So whenever you say Fiori, it is a response. Means it automatically get responses. It will get adjust all the fields automatically. So that is the guidelines of Fiori. Okay, it is open. You develop your the application, any technology, whether Java, .NET or anything. If you follow the guidelines of SAP Fiori, then it is SAP Fiori applications. So finally, SAP Fiori, it is not a technology, it is not a platform, it is just a guidelines to develop the user interface. Okay, so what are those guidelines? Role based. Until this application is assigned to user ID, you will not able to access the application. That is called the role based. Design for you, your needs, how your work. Okay, responsive. Yes, we have seen responsive. It is going to support all the devices. Simple, focus on important. Whenever you are telling that you are developing Fiori application, you should be focused only on the important fields. Lot like we have a VA01 transaction code, we have a lot of tabs, a lot of fields, too confusing, right? We have ME21 transactions, we have a lot of files, a lot of columns, a lot of tabs, too much confusing. But whenever you develop the SAP Fiori application, it should be very simple and it should look very simple and you should focus only on the important fields. That is guidelines of SAP Fiori. Coherent provides one fluid and seamless transactions. Experience means suppose you are creating a sales order, the VA01 transaction code is different. Suppose you are creating a purchase order, the MB21 transaction code is completely different. But whenever you are developing the Fiori application, please use only one template, one fluid, one seamless experience so that end user will not get confused for all the transactions. Delightful. Your SAP Fiori should be in such a delightful so that you'll have an emotional connection to work on it. Okay. So if you follow all these guidelines, then you can develop, and it is a Fiori applications. So SAP Fiori, it is not a technology, it is not a platform, it is just a guidelines to the develop the user interface. Any questions, guys? Anyone have any questions? Okay, so next is called S4 HANA extensions. See, in S4 HANA system, okay, SAP has come up with a new feature called S4 HANA in-app and side-by-side extensions. Okay, so that is called the using these apps which I'm showing. These are called apps only. In Fiori Launchpad, you will see Fiori apps. Okay, using this app, if you want to extend the field in your Fiori app, there is nothing. We are going to use baddies, user exits, right, or SAP UFI extensions to extend the app as well as in the backend. But we using this concept S4 in-app extensions, using you can extend add a new field or hide a new field or anything you can be done that will be get added in the database layer, CDS layer automatically using this S4 HANA in-app and side-by-side extensions concept, in-app extensions. So using this one, you can easily extend it. Okay, so that is called the in-app extensibility. You can change and adopt the UI. You can create new custom user interfaces. You can create extended forms. You can create custom CDS views. You can create business logics. Okay, you can create custom fields. You can create custom business objects. This is the new concept of S4 HANA in-app and side-by-side extensions. Is it clear? Any questions? Any more questions? No, right? Okay. So now what is called this side-by-side extensions concepts? Yes, we have seen in-app, now called side-by-side extension. See, you side-by-side extension is not specific to one requirement. Suppose you are developing a application in BTP using the SAP UFI technology, and you are trying to consume an API from external source. So that API is developed somewhere other source, and you are developing SAP UFI application. Okay, and both are called side by side extension. Means you are developing your SAP UFI application side, you are developing your API side. Those are called the side by side extensions. It is not only in any third party. You can even come from the API on-premises system. You have an OData, you're developing raw data in the on-premises system, you're developing your SAP UFI Fiori application in BTP, okay, SAP Cloud Platform. So this is also one of the required called side-by-side extensions. Is it clear? Any questions? No questions, right? Okay, so this is overall the demo. Okay, so one second, just a second. I'm just stop sharing. I'm just going to bring. Okay, so now we will be starting what are the topics, detail level topics what I'm going to cover. Okay, so we'll start with ABAP CDS views, syntaxes, table functions, basic expressions, built-in functions, associations, joins, input parameters, cardinalities of associations. Okay, we'll create associations using CDS views with help of associations. We are going to use value helps, definitions, case statements. Then we will move to virtual data model. What is basic view, composite view, consumption views, everything. Okay. Then we will develop the okay. We'll develop the list report object page using ABAP CDS views with the ABAP programming model on Fiori. Then we'll develop the analytical list page. We'll be developing overview page. Okay, we use with help of SAP Fiori elements concept. We are going to develop using ABAP CDS views with annotations, and we are going to consume the OData service in the Business Application Studio or and BT SAP Web ID, and we'll develop the Fiori applications. Okay. Then we will be going to the SAP Fiori. Yes, SAP Fiori, SAP Fiori, what are the catalog styles, groups, target mapping, SAP Fiori Launchpad, SAP Fiori. Okay, how to extend the standard Fiori apps using ABAP CDS use, how to activate the standard Fiori app, how to debug the standard Fiori app. Okay, we will be discussing, and we are going to develop the KPIs also. Very important topic, KPIs. Okay, then we will move it to the S4 HANA in-app and side-by-side extension. This on-premises and cloud we discussed all these topics. Then we'll move to the wrap. Okay, we'll be developing the managed use case, Okay, we'll activate the SAP BTP account, trial account in BTP. We discuss about managed, unmanaged, how to implement managed scenarios, artifacts in RAP, how to create a database table, service definition, service bindings, core data services, what are projection views, what are metadata extensions in RAP. Okay, what is EML, what is creating business objects, how to implement crude operations, how to implement error handlings, e-tags, log masters, how to troubleshoot the SAP Fiori apps, how to disable, enable the buttons, actions, how to enable the draft, how to create service definition, service bindings, okay, custom entities, how to implement the BAPIs, okay, how to use multiple select options, how to hide the tabs dynamically, okay, how to upload the attachments, how to implement isolated concept in RAP, okay, all the things, how to implement filterings, okay, everything we'll be covering. We'll be developing our applications in Business Application Studio service in BTP as well as in the SAP Web ID. And also we are going to use one of the service called SAP Build Workzone service, ABAP service in BTP, Business Application Studio service in BTP to develop this training. Okay, so I'll be starting. So now coming back to the important points. So whatever the programs which I'm explaining during training, real-time projects, which I have developed in my experience, I've put it. Okay, and once the training is completed, I'll be uploading the recording video in the drive access where you will be having view access for 1 year. PPTs, programs, study materials, interview question and answers, okay, resume template, everything you can download. Okay, recording session will be there. You can't download. It will be there view access for 1 year. Okay, there is a server access. There is an external vendor who is there, who is providing S4 HANA 2020 version. Every Friday, I'll be giving exercises based on the topic which are covered on that week. Okay, who has opted this training, I'll be providing free ABAP, oops ABAP, ABAP ODATA training recording videos as a additional, like a, I'm providing free for them. Okay, so I'm going to start this training on exactly on the November 6th onwards. I'm going to start this training. Any questions, guys, until now? November 6th, I'm going to start the new batch. That is completely exactly not this Monday, next Monday. So it will be starting on November 6th. Yeah, any questions, guys?